Shalom from the deserts of the Negev. That's right, Israel's so multifaceted. There's green areas like the Galilee, and there's dry areas like here. Guys, we're in a tough time in this war. We feel like this desert as soldiers. We feel like we just need that little bit of encouragement. So I just want to ask you if you want to help us provide some more barbecues. We've done quite a few of those. We want to do more because Prime Minister Netanyahu is expected to present a full, huge plan for the last push, a full occupation of Gaza to make sure to shut down all of the terrorists' infrastructure and their whole operation and dismantle and disarm Hamas entirely. Phase 1 would be Israel will issue evacuation notices, of course, to about 1 million residents. Build civilian infrastructure, making sure to build up hospitals, even field hospitals, camps, tents, and of course also coordinate expanded aid distribution within the U.S. Areas, 4 to 16 sites with the GHF, the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, and that's funded by about $1 billion from international donations. So it's going to be a giant stage, phase 1. And in phase 2, Israel would launch a military offensive, and President Trump is expected to announce accelerated humanitarian aid efforts, but this would be a massive, Gideon's Chariots is massive, but I'm talking really doing everything to finish this, and it's time, I believe it's time to complete this operation. Write that in the comments if you believe it's time. Now, the operation is expected to last a few weeks. It could even be a month or more. I hope it won't be very long, but with the military pushing residents south with Rafah, focusing on areas, starting with Gaza City, focusing on any area where we feel that the hostages could be held, okay? So American victims also of Hamas attacks, Hezbollah attacks, anywhere where the UN was, they're beginning to sue the UN and saying, that the UN helped these terrorists. UNRWA, United Nations Refugee Watch Agency, it was the one that was supposed to be watching and stopping terror. But what you have is they supported terror, or at least they turned a blind eye. I mean, I was in Lebanon. I saw it myself that right next to a UN installation, there would be a tunnel of Hezbollah weapons cache and so on. Same for Gaza, of course. So it's established, the UNRWA is established only for Palestinians. And it ran the schools, the clinics, the services across Gaza, the West Bank, even Judea and Samaria, even Lebanon. But it's been accused really of hiring Hamas operatives, holding hostages, teaching hate, allowing hate to be taught, storing weapons in its facilities, tunnels right under its facilities, right next to its facilities, and even helping carry out a massacre, literally. Actual UN workers carrying out the massacre in Israel. That can't just be left alone. It needs to be stopped. And one way is people saying we should sue them. And there's families who've been hurt, who've lost loved ones, who are saying they need to sue them because they either directly or indirectly aided terror, helped terror. Right now in France, Paris, France, you have El Al, our airline, our main airline. The offices were vandalized, and the company decided that its workers, the Jewish people, should no longer work in Paris. How? And that's I guess our biggest company, right? How is that possible? We're in that time. It feels really like we're in that time of the pogroms before the Holocaust, after that book was written. Who wrote that book? Before Mein Kampf, there was a book called The Jewish Question. And it was written, and it was all about how Jewish people are not even, they're an inferior race, subhuman. Redeem Israel, O God, out of all our troubles. Psalms 25, verse 22. Share this video. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing to this channel. You've really helped spread the word, and we really need that. It's almost 700 days that I've been doing this every day. Thank you for standing up for what's right.